Hello all shop fans and Supernatural fans. Quick update on the shop this week. 2 Impalas are gone. Francis, the Hero #1 big block car, left last week, and also the Hillywood Impala has gone to a new home. So with that being said, basically Hillywood, the Impala went to be with a business partner of mine whose car got stolen, and want to come out and say this, that her car was not built by us, it was not stolen by us. I can't go into a lot of details because of police reports and stuff like that, but we will keep all the fans updated on what's happening over there, which was down in Oklahoma City. And a lot of you are going to go, if this person was your friend, how come you didn't build the car for her? The reason was she didn't know me at the time when she bought her car and had the project started. So with that being said, trust me, she's told me a million times how she would have wished she would just waited a little longer and stumbled across me and so forth. So anyway, shop update this week. Like I said, 2 Impalas gone, and the 69 Galaxy is almost done. Basically, we're kind of waiting on for the next shop this goes into. The next shop it goes into is actually the brother of the sister who owns this car. So he's going to put the engine in it and a bunch of other stuff, interior, blah, blah, blah. We did body and paint and the bright work and seals and stuff like that. And then Tim's going to take over from there for his sister. Bobby's Impala or Chevelle, 72 Chevelle, is getting really close, guys. We still got to bang it up, scratch it up. We got a lot of little tricks we got to do. I've got to find the correct fuel cell for this. The trunk has been bed lined, so made it a little bit more solid and stuff, and watertight. All new seals, like I said on my probably last video of this car. I still have not had a chance to come in and take out the cardboard here. It's all glued down. Now there are speakers in here, and you're not going to be able to see them because we got a black material over that. So that way Bobby's car does not have speakers in it, and Adam wanted, a sound system. So we made it look like there's no speakers in it, so it looks like it's just looking down to the abyss. The interior is pretty much done. We still have to pull the radio out. There is a hidden, I think it's an Alpine stereo in the glove box, Bluetooth and everything, all really nice. The crappy door panels have been put back on, and kick panels. The carpet's in it, the BM shifter, the rinky-dink little steering wheel. No headliner in the car, as you guys can see there. The crappy seat covers, everything matches Bobby's to the T. The correct, it took me a while to find a used rear view mirror on that, side mirror. But the car is looking really, really good. Don't want to show you the engine because that's up on Adam's request. But I also got a lot of deals on the wheels, and these are Pontiac wheels. These are not Chevelle wheels. And that's just what Supernatural used. So there's that. So the Chevelle is looking really, really good, and it will be leaving July 1st. So that is a plus in our book. Matthew's Impala basically had a little bit of a setback. We started tearing down the front end, and we were checking out the disc brake system that Matthew bought for this car, and the company that he bought it from, which was Right Stuff. That's the stuff that we use on all of our builds. The company, they sent him dropped axles and all this stuff, and we're like, okay, well, we'll put the dropped axles on it. Or drop spindles, I'm sorry. And come to find out, the system that they sent wasn't even for an Impala. So I got a hold of Matthew yesterday. I've got everything boxed up in my truck, and it's getting ready to be, I got to go up to UPS today, get all that sent back. Matthew has ordered the correct stuff, and then he is going with the tubular A-arms, which we use on all of our Impala builds. A lot of people are going to wonder why the tubular A-arms and stuff. You get a better ride out of it. And for penny, for us to, take these off, sandblast and put new kits in it, bushings and all that stuff, ball joints, down the line, you guys are looking about the same amount of money, and you don't get the ride as you do with the tubular. Now the tubular A-arms take a lot of the sway out of the car. These things kind of felt like a boat out on the water and stuff. So we're going to put disc brakes up there. So Matthew's car will be going along. Unfortunately, Cassie's car has nothing been done to it. Sorry, hun. But on a positive note there, Cass, we think we have located this piece. So that is a plus, because really that's, besides that and the top being blasted here, that's the only thing that is keeping us from really jumping on this car. As I've mentioned in other videos, Bradley's car will probably be really next. We just got a little sanding back here on the rear end stuff, and this car will be going into the paint booth, and we'll be rocking and rolling that real soon. In the meantime, my good buddy John, I met John last week down in Texas. We all went down to Jensen's brewery down in Austin, Texas, and John flew in from Florida, and Travis, Purdue. And let me tell you, these guys are the nicest guys. My family, and when I say my family, trust me, I love the Blevins side of the family. I think the Blevins are the best out there. On my other side of the family, which be my mother's side, who I do not like to talk about, I don't really care for them. My aunts and stuff like that. And that's a long story, but these people here are family to me. If I consider you my family, that's a pretty big thing, at least in my book, and I hope you guys understand how important family is to me. And John and Travis are part of my family. And everybody was at that event. We had 7 Impalas there, and they're all my family. I mean, I love these people. I would kill for these people. That's how much they mean to me. Adam, Lisa, Claudia, Christine, and I mean, just the list goes on. And so I got to meet John, and I promised John that this car is going to be coming along really quick. I told you down there. I'm going to get some quarter panels for it here. Not right yet, because I really don't have a place to put them, and so it's kind of a good thing that they're not here. But as we know, we're getting ready to rock and roll on this car. I'll get those panels in. We'll get them in. I believe Bob's Impala has refunded our money back, and we're just going to go elsewhere. So John's car will be kicking along here real soon, which is a major plus for us. Really, all these cars are going to be moving pretty quick, especially because all the hard work's done, except for that one set on Cassie's, and then here on the England car, which is Steven's car, and we're going to have, like I said, major surgery over there. As you can see, that is all 8 out. Those are big holes, guys, big holes, and it's also on this side over here where I'm standing. But other than that, this car is like really nice. So really, once this all gets done, these cars are going to go really, really fast. Especially Bradley's, Cassie's, and John's, because all the engine, brake work, blah, 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 all the mechanics is done, and we'll get rocking and rolling. Brandy here has the engine. We've been working on getting things on it. This is a Vortec 350, which I mentioned was out of the Fast and Furious Charger. And the Vortecs are different, guys. And so we're having to try to come up with some new stuff to try to make this look as close as we can to Dean's. I know a lot of you guys are going to go, well, it has fin valve covers, and Dean didn't have fin valve covers. That would be wrong. Dean actually had a set of fin valve covers. If you go back to the episode where Dean is teaching Sam how to work on the car because Dean is going to die, and he says, Sammy needs to learn how to take care of baby. Look at the valve covers. They're a fin valve cover, and they were a vintage Cal Custom 9-fin valve cover, and that was on a stunt car that they were using for that had the high performance motor in it, had a big Holley carburetor and all that stuff. So the fin valve covers are correct. Just for you guys out there, these are not the same ones, because a Vortec has the center bolt valve covers instead of out here on the sides. So we got to figure out a way. I'm going to do a little research. I'm sure they make them, but a wire loom for these And that way we can get these wire looms put back here. They're not on the headers and stuff. But we mounted the alternator in what I call a Supernatural stock location. Put new belts on it and new hoses. Just a stickler for that kind of stuff. Obviously it's got the new heater core and fan motor in it. We're going to put AC on this car, and I'm going to do an AC video here pretty soon. The Francis, the big block car, everything was brand new on that. AC did not work worth a shit. I highly advise not to put AC in your cars. Everybody I talk to that has AC, nobody's really a big fan of them because they don't work. So, but we're going to try something maybe a little different with this one. Hopefully it'll work. I have my fingers crossed, but let's put it this way. I don't have expectations that it's going to work. But Scott knows this, and Scott wants me to spend his money on doing it, and so I'm going to do my damnedest to try to get it to work. And maybe we might learn something. I don't know. But we've tried about every trick in the book on the last one, and we might know another trick. I was just talking to Scott the other day on the phone. So we'll see how that plans out, but this thing's coming together really fast. The package tray has been put in. This has the Hero package tray, which is, let me come down here, see that? The ribbed carpet. And it has the 6.5-inch round speakers more towards the center, just like Hero 1. It also has Sam and Dean's initials under the carpet over there. I just got it all put in and stuff. So those are always real fun to do, and I say that jokingly. Deck lid is on. Kind of open it up here so you guys can see. Obviously there's the Devil's Trap, which was done by Rihanna. She did an awesome job on that. And we will be putting in the weapons box here probably next week. We just have to make sure this thing is going to last when our water test. So they're going to put the back glass in. They were waiting on me to get the package tray in. Then the back glass is coming in. Make sure everything's sealed. They'll do the water test. If we don't get water in the trunk, I start working on the weapons box. So, and then you guys are going to see that's really dirty. This car is really dirty. The hood is really dirty, you can tell. But it's about ready to go on. But we'll probably do the AC work first on that. So I just kind of wanted to let everybody know how Brandy's moving along. Mike just got the stereo system all wired up and everything, so speakers working, and so this thing should play cassettes. And Scott said, I don't even play music through my phone, so he didn't go with the Ready Radio. And he's kind of like me. We don't really know how to operate our phones out well. And in fact, I hardly ever carry mine. It's just more of a nuisance. But anyway, Scott kind of feels the same way as I do, and he goes, all I have is CDs and cassettes. And I'm like, well, I can top you. I've got albums, you know, those things they used to stamp out of vinyl. I've got those too. So we're old, and he's just going to play cassettes in it, and obviously it is a new system in there, so we should have no problems. And the key word is should. So that's what's happening in the shop this week. Like I said, some stuff's been happening more on the Impala, or the Chevelle, the convertible, and Scotty's car, Brandy. And then once these three leave, it's hammer time on these others setting in here. So now today it was just, we have water standing outside. We've had thunderstorms all week. And we really need to get Jeff's GTX outside and blast it, but we just haven't had the weather. You can't take a car outside and sandblast it when it's raining. And the same with Cassie's. We're going to do the roof of that and stuff. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to sign off. I've got to head back to the city to get Matthew's brakes taken back to UPS so they can get sent out, because I know they're not going to be open tomorrow, and then Monday is the holiday. So I'm going to wish you all a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. Don't get too drunk, and spend time with friends and family, the people that matter in life. As I always say, life is short, so spend it with the ones that matter. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later, and be good. Bye.